These are the questions that you were doing in yesterday's class. We didn't do 8. Can obviously try it if you want to. I'm going to do the solutions to 7, 9, 10 and 11 now. If you want to look back over them, either open your book or, go back to the start of the video. So question 7, it says the line L contains the point 1, 1 and 2, 4. If you want to, sketch that until you get used to this. 1, 1, maybe approximately there, 2, 4, about there. And we have another line M, so there's line L, something like that. M is 4, 1 and 3 minus 2, so maybe something like that. They want me to investigate if L is parallel to M. My sketch doesn't look too bad there about them being parallel, but in order to investigate, what do I know about parallel lines? 1, they never meet. 2, if you think about it in terms of a ski slope, you'd have the same fun on both, so they're going to have the same steepness or they're going to have the same slope. So I'm going to try and find the slope of this line. How do you find slope? Well, it's rise over run, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Look at your log tables. It tells exactly how to fill this in. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 gives me a slope of 1 over 1, which is 1. So the slope of this is 1. This first line here, which they've called L. That's very confusing. Anyway, I'll actually write the word slope of this line here is 1. Going to get the slope of this line here. What are the points in this one? 4, 1, 3 minus 2. Again, x1, y1, x2, y2. And we have y2 minus y1 over x2. Sorry, so y2 minus y1 over x2. I made a mistake over here. Apologies. y2 is 4 minus y1. x2 is 2 minus x1. So that's 3 over 1, a slope of 3. Sorry. Just a little mistake. And then over here, x2 minus x1. I end up with minus 3 over minus 1. Throw that into the calculator and you get a slope of 3. Again, plus 3 or 3. So slopes are the same. And that only happens for parallel lines. So the two lines are parallel. That was question 7. Question 9. It was in the diagram. You have 3 lines, A, B, and C. Match the lines with these slopes. I'm going to show you this. Which one is the steepest? That one, so that's 2. That's the slope of 1. And that's the slope of a half. I mean, if they're my only options, that looks pretty straightforward. If you want to double check that, you could do rise over run. So do you see the way you have 4 boxes high there and 2 across? So that's 4 over 2, which is 2. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 above, 4 across. And here we have 4 up, 8 across. So that one's the half. Question 10. The slope of the line L is 3/4. So we have this line and the slope of it is 3/4. So I don't know, I'm just going to sketch it. I haven't a clue where it's going to be. Write down the slope of the line M if M is parallel. So if they're parallel, they're the same slope. Slope is 3/4. So that's part 1. That was easy enough. And write down the slope of the line N if the line N is perpendicular to L. So maybe perpendicular like that. Right, so perpendicular means opposite slopes. So this is a plus 3 over 4, which means plus turns to a minus 4 over 3. So if this is a 3/4 slope, this is a -4/3 slope. That was pretty straightforward. Question 9. Oh no, that was 10. Sorry, 9 was the diagram. And 11. Here are the 5 slopes. So 2/3, 4/5, -3/4, -2/5, and -1/2. Write down the slopes of any line that are perpendicular to each other. Right. So the first slope is 2/3. The complete opposite of that would be, so +2/3 would go to a -3/2. No, that's not there. So there is no line perpendicular to 2/3. No, so 4/5. Write down the slope of any line. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, that's what I am doing. Sorry. For each one, I thought I was matching off ones that are perpendicular. Right. So the first one, if it's the slope is 2/3, then a line perpendicular to that will be -3/2. That'll be the slope. Part 2 is 4/5. What's the opposite of +4/5? It's a -5/4, or -1.25, or -1.25 if you want to write it like that. 3 was -3/4. What's the opposite of -3/4? +4/3. Excuse me. The next one is -2/5. That's the opposite of that, is a +5/2, or +2.5. And then the last one is -1/2. What's the opposite of -1/2? It's a +2/1, or a +2. They're all your solutions.